Hey, what is up guys? Guitar Rock here. Welcome back to another Neural Cloud video. Alright, let's talk about the selector. But first, if you guys haven't already used this, there's two coupon codes for you guys to be able to use. One is the NC42lab and one more is the NC1121. So two coupon codes, so make sure you guys use it. I'm going to use it right now. I'll have it linked in the description as well, so you guys can just use it for easy copy paste. We go to the settings right here, go to the redemption code and just go and do this. So as far as I know, there's only these two. If you guys know any others, feel free to share it in the comment section below. But today's video, let's focus on the selector. Now, if you guys are not aware and have been playing Neural Cloud, I've been having a ton of fun with this game for sure. Right now, I'm trying to let my keys not stack. Let's talk about the Neural Search. This particular designated mental acquisition basically is like a 3-star selector between these characters. You can see 980 premium currency, and you're gonna use this thing called the Quartz Sand. Quartz Sand is basically this game's premium currency for the free-to-play players, and then there's one that you can basically buy called the Quartz, which is only accessible if you purchase things, right? This is something that you have to farm. So how do you obtain Quartz Sand? Anything that has achievement, these things right here, anything that's like requires you to do certain tasks, complete certain stages, you can get it from here. I think tutorials, some from here as well, as you can see. 980, definitely worth it, but which one should you get? Alright, so who are the best characters right here? Depending on who you reroll for, like yesterday I did release a video for reroll. You either want to go for Aki or Hubble. Now that's going to depend on who you obtain, right? So let's say you get Hubble. Your flexibility is going to be kind of, everyone on this list is going to be kind of useful still, right? But if you get Aki, if you go here, you probably don't need any other warrior. So in this case, probably V, which is another attacker, you probably don't need her. Centaurisi, which is also another attacker. She's a bit more niche, this particular character. I wouldn't recommend Centaurisi, but hey, I guess if you are, just looking for the design, it can also be something that you can do, right? One advice that I've also seen being thrown around is maybe you can save this. This thing apparently will not go away anytime soon. It will always be here permanently. So you can wait until way later, you play the game for 3 or 4 months, and then pick whoever that you have not yet obtained. Because Neural Cloud is a very free-to-play friendly game. Eventually, you're going to be able to obtain all the 3 stars. If you guys are not aware also, the system in this game is pretty cool. It allows you to farm shards, similar to Blue Archive or Precon shard system, right? If you guys have played either Blue Archive or Precon, I never really played Precon, but I did play Blue Archive. You can see right here, fragment search for characters that you have owned before. You can sort of farm for their fragments every single day, have a chance to, get more fragments and then get the stars up to 5 stars. So 3 stars are going to be the base one. So that means that lower rarity characters like the 1 and 2 stars, they are also going to be equally strong because you will be able to obtain them up to 5 star as well. But so far I can say the game has been, really good. Interface, really smooth. You can see like there's almost no loading times at all. That's something that's a big bonus. New players, you're not going to have plenty of resources to build multiple characters. Like you're going to have 5 characters ready that you're going to need to focus on. So, you can also pick this way later on, which is also something that you can do. Now, Nanaka, by far, is going to be the best one based on what I've seen. Her ability is going to be insane. So she is a supporter, keep that in mind. If you go to the details, she has recovery right here. So boost the hash rate and attack of nearby ally units within 2 tiles under the influence of rhythmic aura by 20%. So she will be able to increase your hash rate and also increase your attack, which is kind of insane. Hash rate is an extra modifier that's being used to apply to skills. For example, right here you can see her skills. She will be able to heal all ally units under its influence by 60% hash rate per second. So your hash rate is like a modifier for a lot of skills. Just think of it like it's going to impact your skill damage or your skill heal or your skill buff depending, right? So most of the abilities are going to scale off hash rate, whereas your attack is going to be just your normal attack whatsoever, right? For this, the ultimate skill, select a location to create a field where all ally units within cannot die for 5 seconds. I think this is going to be kind of game changing. If you guys are playing up until the hard stages, right? So the ability to not die for 5 seconds, this is going to be game changing for sure. If you know how to use or activate this ability at the right time, you can win battles for sure. At the end of this skill, heal all ally units in the area for 600% of Nanaka's hash rate. This is going to be, again, a very, very strong skill overall. I do think Nanaka is going to be the better healer out of this bunch. Alright, so Florence is also another option. If you want to pick her, she can also be used. The thing with Florence is, you want to use her in conjunction with other healers. So maybe you can use her with the healer that you got, the Persanica or whatever. I can't remember the name. Now you can see her passive charms the current target for 4 seconds. And the special here, if you observe, heals the ally unit with the lowest HP percentage for 500% of the hash rate. For every 1% HP the target has lost, healing is increased by 1%. So notice how they differ a little bit. Florence right here, she focuses on healing one single target, but she's going to heal them by a lot. So if you run like a solid defender or warrior in front, she will be able to provide the healing for you. Whereas Nanaka is much more of a team healer. You can see she heals all ally units. So if you're looking for a much more like if you're not sure who to pick right between these two, I would say Nanaka is going to be a better choice because of her ability to buff everyone in the team and also heal everyone in the team. Whereas Florence is like very team specific depending on what kind of team you build, where you have like more ranged characters and possibly only one melee in front. Then that's going to be the case where you use Florence, right? Between Nanaka and Florence, I will pick Nanaka. She's going to be the best choice out of this bunch, followed by Florence. Now, obviously, if you don't care about healers, who should you get? Now, that's going to be a little bit more complicated. I would say that's going to lean to either these three, V, Evelyn, or Ben's C. I would say V, depending on whether or not you have Aki. If you have Aki, there's no reason to get 2 attacker. I mean, like, it's better to have 1 attacker, 1 tank, depending on what kind of team you're trying to come up with, right? It will be a bit weird to run multiple attackers anyways. So yeah, that's also something that you have to keep in mind, right? So do you really need multiple attackers? I guess you could if you want to, but if you roll for Aki, just focus on building Aki, especially right now if you're new. You're not going to have so much resources that you can build multiple attackers. So if you have Aki, skip V, maybe go for Evelyn. The truth is, most of us is going to have the best tank around, which is Croc, right? So she is probably going to be everybody's go-to. So if you're looking for a solid tank, nobody can beat Croc for now, but unless you're trying to run 2 tank. And that's going to bring us to the last character right there, which is going to be Bansi. Now she's going to be an alright choice. If you look at her skills, she deals physical damage, you know, in an area. And yeah, she inflicts this thing called the graffiti mark, which is something more complicated. And her ultimate detonates graffiti marks on the battlefield, dealing physical damage. Again, she's very focused on physical. She's a supporter, so depending on how you plan to do, you can run 2 supporters or you can replace Willow with her. I still prefer Willow. I think Willow's ability is pretty cool. Now Jin, Chanzi, and Centauri C is going to be the least used out of all of this bunch. You probably almost will never use them, or they are more niche. Alright, I wouldn't say that they are useless, right? So the thing is, meta characters are always going to be meta. So hopefully this is going to help you guys decide on who you want to pick. Alright, so that is going to be it for this video. Hopefully this can help you guys decide who are the best characters to pick out of the 3-star selector. If you're not sure, like I mentioned, feel free to save it for later on. You know, you can just play the story, play for a couple of weeks, couple of months maybe, and then that thing will still be there. It's not going to go away anytime soon. But yeah, I'm out. Take care. If you haven't already subscribed, give this video a like. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.